Cowboy Nation. Let's get it. The name is Law Nation. Be sure on your way in to smash, and I mean just that, smash that like button. Let a friend or a neighbor know where to go when they want to tune in to Cowboys Sports Talk and beyond. Come on. Let's get it, baby. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in, by the way. Let me know if you miss me. Let me know. Some of you guys may not have missed me, you know. If you miss Law, say I miss Law. If you put that in the chat, I miss you, man. You know, I miss Law Nation. He didn't do the play-by-play. Come on, Panic, man. Where you at? Come on. Let's get it. And all the haters, come out and play. Where them haters at? Let's go, baby. Come on. What's up? Ain't no party like a cowboy party. Yeah. Let's get it. Come on. Let's get it, baby. Mama said there'll be days just like this. 5, 4, 3, 2, yep. I love how this part kick in. Come on, rock with me. Come on. Slap them haters out the way, baby. What's up, everybody? The name is Law Nation. I really appreciate you guys for tuning in and being part of this without hesitations nor deviations to the matter. Hey, we've been doing this for a long time, Cowboy Nation, and it is what it is. All right, so who should the Cowboys axe out? You know, who should the Cowboys cut? Who should the Cowboys get rid of? Did you guys see the game? Can y'all post how many turnovers we had? Can you guys give me the education for the nation on this game? Shout out to Peyton Hendershot. He was the leading receiver, basically. Averaged 13 yards per catch. And on top of that, he had 39 yards in the tub, right? And who's been sleeping on Brandon Smith? I know it's preseason, but there should be a situation that Brandon Smith somehow falls on this team to be a part of this team, right? Appreciate you, Eddie Cruz. Thank you for jumping in. Rays, appreciate you. Ball. They said cut ball. I feel you. Matt, well, let's go. He showed up. He showed out, right? So shout out to Matt. Well, let's go. Also within the bag of tricks, should we be saying to Cooper Rush, or y'all want to keep Cooper Rush around for a cup of coffee? You know, it is that too. So I appreciate everybody for jumping in. Brandon Smith will make this team. My goodness, man. That dude, every game, he showed up. Every time when I was out there in Oxnard, I was out there, I would see flashes from 80. And I said, man, I had to look at the chart again because I knew I did some reviews on him last year, but I don't think he wore 80. So I was like, ooh, man, that dude 80 right there. Y'all talking about TJ Vasher. Let me look at And then I tuned in again, and I said, yeah, that's that dude from Iowa. Jim Laws know all about him. So I was like, yeah, he just flashes, man. He got subtle speed, soft hands, good size. And it'll be a travesty if he don't make this team. It's either Rush or DiNucci. At this point, DiNucci had his best game. DiNucci finished with a QBR of 115. He was 5 for 9 for 65 yards, and he wasn't dinking and dunking. He threw for 7.2 yards per average ball in the air. And, of course, he had him a tub. And, of course, for Will Grier, he was 12 for 22, 88 yards. And it seems as if, though, it took him a minute to get into rhythm, and he had 2 touchdowns, and his QBR was 94. Once again, Cooper Rush. He was 2 for 5. They only had him in there for a few plays for 20 yards or what have you. And once again, his QBR was 52. So scrabble around with that. Aaron Shamplin did a wonderful job, 254 yards. And then my guy, Malik Davis. I'm still trying to figure out how to keep this up there. I'm still trying to figure out how to keep this in there. My guy. So, all right, hold on right quick. I'll be right back. I got to check something out at the house. Hold on. All right, I'm back. All right, just make sure. my better half is gone away on vacation, and she won't be back until Monday. So I got daddy duties over here. So I appreciate you guys for understanding. All right, and I believe the little one woke up, but we'll figure it out. Appreciate you, toe drag swag swine. Appreciate you. All right, Brandon Smith missed the big gainer. Yeah. But he hauled it in with DiNucci. So DiNucci did go down the field. Yeah, he did. Appreciate you. All right, so here it is right here, Cowboy Nation. We're going to shoot through this one. This is what I want to do. I want to tell you guys that Deron Bland, he's not Bland. My guy, Wanye Thomas, oh my gosh. We need to figure out a way to keep him somehow, one way or another. My guy, as well, as you all know, number 24, Izzy, done stepped up and stood tall or what have you. Did Nashawn Wright redeemed himself? He started off a little slow. But, it is what it is. No, we can't fight Ms. Law there. She allowed me to go to auction off for 10 days. And I said, well, all right, well, babe, if you need to go, you need to go, So I sacrificed. So she's in California now, and but she'll be back. But she won't be gone for 10 days. Oh, my God. Yeah, Lamont. Yeah, Law McComu is better. Shout out to you for the donation, man. Yeah, yes, indeed, man. Let me give you. Yeah, Hendershot played well. Shout out to you, Bob. Appreciate you. He says Eagles. Right is all right, yeah. Greer can do something to Dak. Yeah. I like Greer because of the fact it appears that his playing style, he give you a little looseness. He ain't afraid to sling it around as well. And if he make his mistake, he got a short-term memory. I love that aspect out of him. There's one more person that I wanted to say before I play this audio. Sam Williams. Did y'all see what he did to Charles Cross? Once again, and my film assessment, my analysis of what he can do on the field with the Cowboys is hitting right in line. So what I don't want you guys to do is press that panic button this year, because I told y'all that dude is real. He's a monster. Let me put your comments up. Get it right, Law. There we go. Got the comments up. Sam, I am. And my assessment, my analysis, because a lot of people are like, Oh, and by the way, that wager is still on that Sam Williams will have a better year than who was the other two? Who was the other defensive edge that was drafted? Was it Thibodeau and Aiden Hutchinson? Did I say he would be better than those boys? We'll find out. Look, I already let it hang earlier, you know, but it is what it is, you know. Shout out to those boys. But I said my Sam would be better. And we got the better defensive coordinator too. And I promise you wholeheartedly that it's going to go down that way. Oh, let's listen in to my guy Brian Baldinger. He did a film assessment on him, and you guys stay tuned. I will have more information a little later on, some film analysis a little later on. But before I do that, let's pay a bill right quick.
Let the Cowboys Experience introduce you to a whole new way to enjoy a Cowboys football weekend. Experience the ultimate Cowboys player and fan event at Toyota Music Factory on the Texas Lottery Plaza, making lasting memories by booking at cowboysexperience.com today.
No doubt, no doubt. So you guys already know that's Cowboys Experience. We will have a wonderful time week 1. And I got to let you guys know this. Our special guest week 1, he was drafted this year in the earlier of the rounds. I can't say his name, so you guys can start doing your own, homework on that. And I can't wait to see you guys out at the event. Go ahead, secure your tickets, call the number that's scrolling at the bottom of the screen, and hey, we will get you guys really into the mix. But let's listen to this guy right quick. Brian Baldinger.
Sam Williams of the Cowboys, Charles Cross of Seattle. Like the Egg Bowl game reenacted all over again. Sam Williams came to play Saturday night. Like he plays the game with such a fury. Like down goes Geno Smith. That's Seattle starting offensive tackle. He just ruined him. You watch him, no tight end is going to block Sam Williams. None. Just ruin them. Like look at this. Keep the outside arm free. Take on the fullback and then go tackle the back. In fact, helicopter the back. Flip him in the air, just like that. Like, even on this play here, all right? Like, he gets off the block and he sees Drew Lock take off. This is how you hunt. This is what football is all about. Now, you can say that two-hand shove on the quarterback is late, illegal, whatever. You got to learn. But he just dumped Drew Lock 5 yards out.
Get out of here.
Now,
he threw that man to the abyss.
Right here. Like, he just attacked the line of scrimmage. Like, there's such a fury to his game. Like, he just comes, like, this is what you saw at Ole Miss, right there. Like, just tackle the left tackle, the running back, and everybody. Like, you watch him right here, and he gives up too much ground, but he gets off the block. Like,
look at that
tackle. The back's going to cut outside. Okay.
DJ Dallas good.
Go find him.
Go find
him. Look at this.
Playing through the echoes of the whistle.
This is going to be some kind of football player. Like it just, like this effort right here. Here he is in a 3 technique, all right?
3 tech.
All right? Over the outside shoulder of the guard. Now, he gets fooled by the play action fake, but watch the effort
watch the speed.
Like nobody on the field is running this fast to go down and make this play. This is Sam Williams. It's been coming. It's been a slow train coming. But he's arriving. He might arrive faster than what I even thought, but he's going to be a factor. Sam Williams, Ole Miss, second-round pick of the Cowboys, can flat-out play. Sam Williams.
Who jumping on the Sam Williams train? I know y'all. Come on, jump on this train, y'all. Because it is a situation that dude, his range, his speed to power is there. Y'all put some choo-choo trade, because to me personally, Fowler, Dorrance Armstrong, they good. Basham, all of those other edge guys. But to me, just to me, the development aspect and making sure you get those young legs out there is so important. It'll be hard-pressed not to put Sam Williams in there before all of those guys. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Brian Baldinger, yeah, he's a former Cowboy, yeah. I think he played for multiple teams. I think he even played for the Eagles, I believe. But Brian Baldinger's film analysis and assessment is pretty dope. But, yeah, come along this train. It's just Micah Twin. Now, I'm not saying that he's going to have Micah Parsons numbers, but he's going to be explosive. Come along, my friends, come along and get on and ride this train. Come on, y'all, ride this train, baby. And nothing on this train shall lose, everything to gain. I know y'all gonna be jumping on that train now, but let's talk about another train. Choo-choo! My God. Been breaking this dude down lately, and let me just go ahead and play it because y'all know who he is.
I got my eyes on this number 41 of the Cowboys, Marquise Bell.
Bell, baby.
One thing I know about him, he can tackle. Like, he throws his whole shoulder in there. He puts his body into it. Excellent tackler. And then right here, like, you got to communicate. You got to get loud. You got to let everybody know.
Let them know
what you're doing. That way you can go play fast. Like this, right here. Keep him out of the end zone. Keep him from getting the first down. He can tackle.
He can.
Now, when you watch this right here, this is 3rd and 4. DJ Dallas is the back. Is it a read option? Is it an inside zone? What is it? But this kid went to Florida A&M, right? After transferring from Maryland. Like, he strikes just like a rattler. There he is. A Florida A&M rattler right there. Didn't Nate Newton go to Florida A&M?
I don't know.
Didn't a great Cowboy go to Florida A&M?
I don't even know.
I wonder what a kid out of Camden, New Jersey thinks about when he starts backpedaling onto the star. He's backpedaling playing free safety right here. Like, here it is. Tip drill. Everybody does it. Tip drill.
Tip drill.
You know, the Cowboys had 4 last night against Geno Smith and Drew Lock. They led the National Football League in interceptions a year ago. Like, this is how it happens. Tip balls. Pressure. Like right here, okay.
Get it up.
Goes through the hands of the receiver. But who's there? Marquise Bell. He started last night. Like, this kid's got something to him. He's a player. Brandon Bather coached him at Camden. Everybody knows Brandon, man. He's got all kinds of guys around the league. Great coach. Kid's going to be a player.
No doubt, man. Both analysis was right on point. I love it. I absolutely do. Cowboy Nation. Look, we got a little ways to go. We got a little ways to go as I rearrange my office over here. We got a little ways to go. But Cowboy Nation, I can tell you that when you have young guys like they are doing right now, stepping it up, being in the mix, doing their things, and not looking for excuses, those things go a long way. And I can't wait for this thing to manifest itself into greatness because I know that this is where the Cowboys are heading it at. Because it is what it is at this point, right, Cowboy Nation? But neither here nor there. Let me get the 972. What's new?
Well, good afternoon, Law. I'll make my phone call quick. I'm ready for the Cowboys season to begin. I bet everyone is no more preseason. I'll just leave you with this quick note. I think Sam Williams, where he got drafted, he was like a 0.5 sacks behind from the first draft pick, which I forgot his name. And then Marquise Bell, we got him undrafted. So those are 2 great steals that the Cowboys – so let me say this. Cowboys have never had problems evaluating talent and putting it on the field.
Right.
But I think the problem is putting the formula together to put players at the best position. And, you know, I'm really looking forward to how the season ends. I'm not panicking yet. I'm not going to push that panic button.
Get your hands off of it, right?
yeah. But I hope there's a sense of urgency of a game plan to know that, hey, we don't got Tyron Smith. Let's see what we can do and score these points. And, hey, this defense is going to carry the Cowboys, and I'm excited for it. That's all I have to say, Rob.
Hey, appreciate you, man. Thank you so much, man. Thank you for calling in. That's a good call from him. And I know you guys probably went and watched the game multiple times. And I appreciate those. If not, go back and watch it multiple times. And don't look for the win-loss record. Don't look at those things. I promise you. Don't look back at these preseason games. And I want you to have soft eyes. I want you guys, when you go back and watch preseason one game, right, game one, and then you go watch game two, and then you watch game three, pay attention to the players individually and see whether or not they grew from one day to the next day or grew from 1 week to the next week. That's a better way to say it. And some of that will release some of the tensions that you guys may have. A show of hands in the chat if you like what you've seen out of Matt Waletzko, right? And show of hands in the chat if you like what this defense did, which was the second team and third team defense, did against pretty much majority of the snaps were against, some of the Seahawks first team guys, right? I think that they have a quarterback battle that's going on, and they had Tyler Lockett out there. So they had their first team guys out there, Cowboy Nation. And that's just how it goes. Shout out to you, Jameson Taylor. Appreciate you. I think you asked to get this before, and then I had to catch you while you're live to get it to you. So, yeah, appreciate you. So you guys like what you were able to see. Waletzko was okay, right? So what he got to do is build off of that. He got to know, hey, he got to ice that shoulder up because he opted not to have the surgery. Opted out of having the surgery. So those are things that down the line, he got to make sure that he getting his treatments. He might have had to hit the ice tub last night, whatever it may be, but he got to make sure that he's ready for the season. Josh Ball, he still got to work on things. They had him playing right and left, So those are things that as the time progressed, he got to make sure. The phone line is 657-390-7391. Can somebody put that number in the chat so I can pin it to the top of the screen while I set up the next caller? Appreciate everybody, man. I really do. And let me know when y'all put the number in the chat so I can pin it. I appreciate everybody. So that's how this thing rocks from here. Josh Ball look bad is from Tyler. Yeah. We're gonna beat up on the ball over there. Beat him up. Let us continue to beat him up because. On my YouTube, the Artist King. Come on, somebody from YouTube. I'll do it myself. Then hold on. I'll do it myself. 657. All right. 390-7391. All right, appreciate it. I do it myself. Now my guy Jay Lombardi, he just did it. Okay, you did it right in front of me. Okay, I pinned Jay Lombardi. All right, I got my guy here, Coach Marv. You're live.
What's up, Law? How you doing, brother?
Man, I'm well, man. I can't complain.
Hey, man, let me give you my little assessment of the game last night.
Right.
I watched it to the end. I done watched the offense a couple of times. I hadn't really unpacked the defense yet, but I did see some things. I'm watching the guy in college who is getting even better.
Yeah.
And you know something, Law? If people watch the game, when defense made plays, you know who was running out on the field in the pitches and chest bumping guys when they went to the end zone? It's Collins, man, because he know he in this bag. Yeah. When you see a guy know that he's doing what he's supposed to do, and he's doing his job well, he's running on the field and having fun because he's in his bag. He already knows that he's doing what he's supposed to do with guys. At first, he got with the guys at the first string. Then when they moved their backups in,
right,
he dominated them. So he knows he's in his bag. Conor McGovern looked very good at center.
He did.
For the first one series he was in there. I think he should be playing center. There's no doubt to me that we'll be better suited with him playing center. The other guard, number 68, Fournier, played okay, still has some problems. If he gets to the second level, he dominates. Sometimes he has a misstep here and there, but I think we can live with that.
Yeah.
I wanted to say one thing about what's different on this team. And I know people, when you start going back to the 90s, they be like, well, that's the 90s. But I'm tell you what's different on this team. The Great Wall.
Right.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
The Great Wall, Nate Newton did graduate from
FAMU.
Florida A&M.
Okay.
Got drafted by the Washington team. Got cut. Came on the Cowboys as a total backup. And we see what his career turned out to be. He came into his own about his third or fourth year, and we see what his career came about.
Right.
What's another thing is different on this team. I remember my frat brother, because I'm a Sigma Law.
Okay.
Mr. Big Eric Williams, Big E from Central State, a late round draft pick. And I remember when they had a little commentary about when Jimmy Johnson said that the offensive line coach said the other tackle that was in front of him was better prepared, and Jimmy said, I want Eric Williams in there. And he said, well, he was better prepared. But he said, I want Eric Williams in there. And Eric Williams went on to play, and you know what he came. Because Jimmy Johnson said the upside, and we'll deal with all the other stuff.
Later.
This guy needs to play. That's different from this team. that translates in 90s or any other time of the year. That's different. Well, we talk about a center. The center that they had, my man that was about 235, 240 pounds. He was a lowly guard coming out of college, but the offensive line coach said he was so strong that he could make him a center. The other tackle, Tuanay. Don't you know Tuanay started out playing? Don't you know Tuanay started out playing defensive line and converted to offensive line when he got to Dallas? So, and Gogan and all those guys were late round draft picks. So there wasn't no first string draft picks.
Get him, Coach. I think we brought up this point once before, but get him, Coach.
But they turned out pretty good. They made a documentary about them. And then we want to talk about guys that's holding. Don't you know that Zach Martin got about six holding penalties in his career? Don't you know 3 to 4 of them was in his rookie season?
Yeah.
So let's when we start grading and talking about players like Collins, like when we took a look at people like Collins, and we say, man, it's impossible for him to be playing well. Yeah. Well, he says he's about his third year. He got cut for some teams. He is healthy. He might be coming into his own at this particular time.
He might be, because it takes time for these guys to develop. And I get it, Coach. This is another thing. It's like labels. Once a label is on someone, hey, he's undrafted or he's a late round draft pick, then you don't see the good stuff. You're only looking at the bad, right? And I was telling people, be careful what you want and wish for, because I see a multitude of people, hey, man, we should have drafted Trevor Penning. Well, Penning is not even going to play this year. And I hope he have a quick recovery, because I forgot what type of injury he had, but he's out for the full year. So injuries occurs too.
Right.
Yeah.
I heard you say that the other day when I got on the phone about labels, and you are so correct about labels.
Yeah.
But see, this is where the great coaches are different from the ones that's pretending that they're good.
Yeah.
Great coaches look at what the guy does and what the play looks like and what I can get him to do now and what I see him doing in the future. I cannot worry about what he has done in the past, because the past is gone. If he does the same thing he did in the past, we'll get rid of him. But if he is playing, I need to allow him to play, because it makes my team better and it gets the camaraderie with the team. This offensive line, this is my offensive line, Law, and I texted this to you. And this offensive line will be able to run against anybody.
Yeah, go ahead.
Will run against anybody. And this offensive line will be able to pass block against anybody. And they will wear defensive lines down because of their run style and their physical play, where the pass rush would not be as hard. The great, what's the great guy that the defensive end for? I told you the defensive end for Miami. He was real slender guy, but he was commentating the Miami game, and he was talking about Taylor, right? And he said the greatest thing that hurt me as a pass rusher when when the team was committed to run the ball, it slowed me down a half a step because I just couldn't just tee off because I had to brace myself for the run game. This offensive line with Terrence Steele at left tackle, people I know they're going to say, oh, man, Terrence Steele, he had a horrible game. Yes, he did have a good game, but if you watch film, you understand that he had some bad plays, but the majority of his plays in game 2 was okay. I think we just highlight certain things. But I will say this. In game 1, game 2, and any game in the year last year, he was a dominating run blocker.
Big facts. Ooh.
Right or left.
Too. Right or left. That joker, he get in
Tyler Smith.
Yeah.
Tyler Smith at guard. Great guards. I understand we want to put him at tackle, but if he becomes a great guard, it makes anybody that plays on his outside much better.
Big facts.
So, McGovern at center, because I believe the weakness of this offensive line, I have seen Tyler be honest, and when you start putting more people at center and you start giving snaps to other guys and you start moving frontline guys to your position, that tells me the Cowboys are really saying we might need to upgrade at center. Zach Martin at right guard, we know what he is. He will be much better with a stronger guy at center. That would take a lot of the burden off of him. And Collins at right tackle. I wouldn't worry about running against any style of defense. You can bring the Eagles on. You can bring anybody else you on. I can match you with power on both tackles. I can match you with power at both guards. I can match you with anything that you want to bring, and we could be the passing game would still be there. I'm not saying that we got to be a pound and ground, but if we are efficient and we are dedicated and committed to running the football, the passing game and the pass protection will be much easier. These guys are pass protect and have Dak standing back there eating his lunch because they will have a physical dominance of the defenses. I tell you this, Law, film does not lie. And I'm not going on what people say about when they don't mention people or they don't talk. I just ask people, if y'all watching the games, go back to each and every game and watch 76. Put your eyes on 76. And when you put your eyes on 76, you're going to find out that all this stuff about they're talking about, well, he ain't that good, is a lie.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed, Coach.
So I just think we all right, Law. Let's don't, Cowboys, let's don't get, I said this and I end with this. This problem, we talking about this offense and we talking about this. We didn't talk about the defense what did the defense coordinator say when we lost our 2 outside rush ends for multiple games? When we lost, every player on the defense missed a significant time except for 3 guys that played 17 games. That was LVE in the 2 corners. Everybody else missed significant time or coming off injuries. Only thing the defense coordinator said, I'm going to utilize the players I have. I'm going to highlight their strengths, and I'm going to protect their weaknesses. And we're going to play. That's all he said. And did we ever say in this season that we went into a game fearful that our defense was not going to be able to play?
We never. Man.
So let's do this offense. Let's highlight our strengths. Let's protect the weaknesses of our guys out there. And let's play.
Man, Coach, you were on the money, man.
Talk to you later, Law.
Appreciate you, Coach Marv. That's Coach Marv, everybody. Man, put your hands together for Coach Marv. I promise you, if you listen to his assessment, you will gain some information and some knowledge. You know, they say knowledge is power, right? Power is energy. energy cannot be created nor destroyed. It can only be transferred. So the good stuff that Coach Marv says, man, like treat a man as he is, and he will remain as he is. Treat a man as he could be, and he will become what he should be. Y'all write down some of those quotes, man. Coach Marv be spitting at y'all, man, and of course, you know, he said he was Sigma. So y'all listen to the man. He's blue fire all the way. He go mob. You know, I got a brother that's a Sigma, so now I got a coach that's a Sigma. So shout out to the Sigmas out there. I think Emmitt Smith is Sigma. I think so, and Jerry Rice. So shout out to the Sigmas out there. Let me see who else we have here that's waiting and to be the next person on the phone. 901, you're live.
Yes, sir. Hello.
Yes, sir. You're live. Talk to me, man.
Yeah, man. This is Solomon, man, representing from Memphis, Tennessee.
All right.
You know, long time Cowboy fan, 25 plus years. Enjoy your show all the time. Take it in when I can. My two things, and I'm gonna be quiet and let you talk. The coach brought up wonderful points, and my concern for week one, right? I definitely would love to see the Cowboys roll that line out that he talked about. But it seems like when it seems right, you know, we do the opposite. So I'm concerned with, for example, the tackle, the interior lineman for the Bucs, Vita Vea. I'm concerned with him. I'm very concerned with his pressure, his ability to push the center back. Right. So what are your thoughts on our odds to play well in week one when we got these questions on the line? And then secondly, Tony Pollard. I've been seeing him in the slot. You know, I've been seeing him take carries. How do you think they're going to utilize him this year? Because I don't know how many backs we keeping, but it looks like we got a couple other, you know, backup backs that run the ball pretty well, and Dowdle, and I think the guy's named Davis. So like those things are just on my mind. I want to know what your thoughts are on it, and I'll let y'all go.
No doubt, man. Appreciate you. All right, so he just pretty much want me to go over those things. Far as Tyler Biotish, week one, it will be against a guy that he already seen before, right? He was on this team last year, week one. And I think that this will be a challenge for him. Of course, that's a big body, man, that he going to have to work with. Hopefully, I don't know. Here's the thing. The Cowboys smart with this, too. We don't know. We don't know who's the starting five. So they don't know. So they don't even know how to game plan. Just like I don't even have a game plan for it. It could be either way. I know for sure Tyler Biotish, and shout out to Matt Forniak, Lindstrom, and all of those other guys that played that center spot. But if I'm a betting man, I can tell you it will be Tyler Biotish at center. And then, of course, we all know at right guard it's going to be Zach Martin. So those are the two things that we know for sure. And the only unknown would be who will be the actual left guard. Now, by the Cowboys playing the mystery game with us, the Buccaneers nor the Bengals can game plan on this right now. So I can tell you that. Far as the running back, Malik Davis, y'all know how I feel about Malik. I think that he should make this team. I think that you can use him like the Cowboys been using Tony Pollard in the past, and then you can just use Tony Pollard to be that Tony Pollard guy. I really do think that this team can go a long, long way with Tony Pollard being versatile enough to be line up inside the slot, right? Who can take some of those drag routes, who I would prefer if Dak is forced to dink it. And there's nothing wrong with dinking and dunking, especially if your team is playing quarters defense, the opposing team. If Dak can hit the underneath with Pollard, I think that we can get more yak yards versus him hitting the underneath with Dalton Schultz in those looks. And shout out to Dalton Schultz. I can't wait to see him out there week one as well. But it is what it is. Appreciate everybody for jumping in. Let's slide over to the next caller. from the 580. What do you know?
Hey, Law, this is Dallas Cowboys for Life 0404.
What's up, man?
Man, I think we're going to be all right, man, with our offensive line. You know, Tyron Smith is a big loss. You know, I'm not going to sit here and lie about it.
Yeah.
But I think, from what Jerry said before the game yesterday, he pretty much has it in his head that we're going to use Tyler Smith as our left tackle. I mean, he's big. He's got the strength.
Right.
He may not be used to, the techniques and all that.
Right.
But
right.
that's something he can learn and adjust. That's one thing we definitely got to be able to do off of that offensive line is be adverse. You know, we've got to learn to adjust and overcome. So I think in the long run that would benefit him because if I'm not mistaken, the left tackle is the second highest paid offensive player out there, isn't it? Am I wrong about that?
In the long run, yes. But, I mean, if he's already counting the money, then he'd be a wrong choice for us, right? You know, I want him to – and I know, you know, money is the byproduct of playing this sport, and you probably would look at it and say, hey, if I'm playing tackle versus guard, I'll make more money. The same could be said about if let's say Michael Parsons had that mentality, say, hey, man, I want to be an edge rusher because naturally edge rushers make more money than linebackers. Then he'll compromise everything by a person not willing to, to adjust their plan. So I feel what you're saying. You made some good points there, though.
I mean, you know, I'm not saying it. I say it as if it's more of like a motivation in the long run.
No.
For him. But, with Tampa Bay being our first game, the only person I'm really worried about is Tom Brady, obviously. And they do have some good wide receivers, too.
Right.
But they're missing offensive linemen as well.
They are.
So, and, you know, our defense is ferocious. It was just a preseason game, but we got, 4 or 5 interceptions off that game?
Yeah.
I think it was 4. They look really good.
Yeah, they did.
And that's just our second string. So, I think we'll be all right, Law. I really do.
Hey.
And that's all I got to say.
Hey, I just want people to know this. If I'm a betting man, I would bet that the Cowboys, even in these preseason games, led the league in turnovers or takeaways, you know. If somebody look it up. But I appreciate you so much, man, for calling in.
Thank you, brother, for having me on. Appreciate it.
Most certainly. Yeah, because, you know, a lot of times people fail to realize even, the interceptions last year, a lot of people like to associate those things with luck, right? With just, he just there at the right time. No. You know, luck is where preparation meets opportunity. And those boys been practicing. Those boys been really grinding and getting it out of the mud. I got a donation here. Shout out to Coach Marv. Man, he always helped grow on the channel. One thing I forgot, Law. Coaching malpractice to run the ball last night with 1 minute left and get a running back hurt, McCarthy. Come on, man. Oh. Yeah. Did someone get hurt? But I feel what you're saying, Coach Marv, unless they were just trying to take the knee and get on up out of there. But we secured the victory, but it is what it is. It's preseason. Chris Davis said his brother-in-law is an Eagles fan. Yeah. Shame on him, huh? Most improved player, Izzy. Izzy is one of the most improved players. I got from the 971. You're live.
What's happening, Law?
Nothing to it, man. Just chilling, talking to you about some good old football.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Are you a little bit worried that none of the starters played in the preseason at all? They're going to be winded on that first game, ain't they?
Well,
how you feel about that?
That's a good question there.
Yeah, because I'm glad Sam Williams played because we know that he's dependable. So D-Law get tired of everybody catching them hamstrings. You know what them hamstrings is.
Yeah. What my thing is, now when I was out there at Oxnard, the number one team or what have you, the ones they got plenty of reps. I think that the way how football is now, that what we've seen is a live preview of evaluations of guys. So for those who got their starters out there playing, maybe they need to get their warm-ups and stuff like that, but they didn't really get the true evaluation like the Cowboys did. And I truly believe that's why we don't see that much of a drop-off from our 2s and 3s.
Right.
It's hard to tell, right? When you look at our 2s and 3s, especially on defense, it's hard to tell any drop-offs. But we got true evaluations of our backups, and that is also a hidden weapon because you play more games than you ever played. You're 17 games in a year, and I truly believe that this coaching staff and the way they handled that, coming away without any catastrophic injuries, is a thumbs up in my book.
You answered my question, yes or no. Are you worried about
No,
injuries?
I'm not worried at all.
or hamstrings or anything?
No, soft tissue issues.
Remember last year they played, and it was a lot of injuries, a lot of hamstrings, and a lot of everybody going to the Bishop was winning. They was down in Tampa. They was winning. Remember that?
Yeah, I wouldn't say that we lost because of that though. I say the aficionados had a big hand in that, and then KZ not coming over to the aid to help Anthony Brown, and I think Anthony Brown played a preseason game last year too. So I just think that the Cowboys they look at it differently as far as the preseason. They wanted to really get the true evaluation. I can tell you.
Yeah.
I know it's not game speed, but the first team, they sweat. They worked out. They worked out, just not in a real game.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm a little worried about that. That's all good, man.
That's okay, man.
It's okay. I want to congratulate you on the show, and I'm glad you're doing your own thing, and I'm excited. I'm excited about week 1. I'm just still worried about the secondary, but I won't keep honing on that though. So the jury out on that already.
Well, look. Your secondary. Are you talking about your cornerbacks, or are you talking about the safeties?
Yeah,
we'll break it down. Corners.
Yeah.
Don't you know what makes the best corner?
I'm worried about conditioning on that, man.
Conditioning.
I think that conditioning. If I don't see you out there on the field last preseason, even the first preseason out there, moving your legs around, getting your back pedal together, getting your and getting your arms together, and then turning your head around. That's the only thing I'll be worried about, So the conditioning.
When you have a front that can get pressure, it don't even matter who your secondaries are. You probably can't even name me the secondary for 2007 Giants, right? Because that front got at you, and I believe that this front is going to be similar. Your front 7 makes your secondary.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But I appreciate you, man. Yeah. Thank you so much for calling in.
Mississippi boys, we got to keep it in. I'm making some catfish here tonight.
Get some catfish, man.
Put some corn on the cob. Yeah, you got to put some corn on the cob on the grill, and I'm gonna do it up tonight. Watch some of these preseason games,
No doubt.
But yeah, you gotta chop it up, man. I love your show. I'm looking to meet you sometime. So, we'll talk football. We'll keep it real. I'm positive. I want to stay positive about the secondary.
Yeah,
I want to say strong. I want to say committed. I want to say, hey, these are the 2 corners that got us to the playoffs. That they're shutting things down. Brown and Lewis. I ain't worried about the back end of the 2 safeties. I am kind of worried about Wilson now. I don't know about that position. Now I know I'm cool on Hooker, but who's the strong safety?
Well, the strong safety is going to be J-Ron Curse. I think that's still his role.
Okay.
And you see Marquise Bell. He played a wonderful job of rotating in. And let's not sleep on the growth aspect of Izzy McComu.
Yeah. There we go.
Yeah. He walked off. Look, last game they said, oh, man, he was hurt, in practice and stuff like that. And then All we seen was him. Well, in practice they said he got hurt, but all we seen him do is step tall and stand up and do his thing. And I love seeing this, man. So the defense gonna be okay. Mm-hmm.
One more thing I want to say before I let you go. Yesterday, I don't know how many penalties we had. I know we had about 11 or 12. It was kind of offsides. It was kind of pass interference. You know, if we lose this game against the Bucs, it is because of that.
Okay.
Do you think that what is the tone that down? Would that be I'm gonna fine you after the game, or would that be I'll pull you out for a couple series, or will that be we're gonna have somebody else play in replace of you for the whole game? Would you come up with what would be your scenario? Because if these penalties don't get solved every week, I think Mike McCarthy's job is on the line. So what would be your scenario, or what would be your solution to getting the penalties at a under 5 to 7 a game? How can you fix that?
Well, the last time we had a coach to have us on the bottom end of like penalties was when we had Bill Parcells. We was ranked like 25th and 26th with penalties, right? So maybe go back to the Parcells philosophy. You got to put the fear of God in them. You can't really fine players for penalties because of the CBA. And now you can have in-house rulings. You can have in-house rulings, whereas you can say, okay, each player hold each other accountable, but you just can't go out on a limb and say, I'm going to fine you. So you got to put some fear in these guys. Discipline. And I say it starts from above, you know, and then it trickles all the way down. But to be fair to Mike McCarthy, this team been the most penalized team since 1996.
Don't it remind you of the Raiders? That's how a long time ago the Raiders was the most penalized team in the NFL a long time ago.
The Raiders are still right now since '96, from what my research pool is that they are still top with penalties.
Okay.
Yeah, but you can't use that as an excuse, man. But you know how it goes, man. Those boys gonna have to rock it and stand tall and hold each other accountable. Each one teach one.
You're right.
But I appreciate you, my dog, man. Thank you, man.
I love you. You know, Mississippi's in the house.
Sip in the house.
The Fiend and JP show coming here in about a week or two. I'm setting up. You know, make sure you know your boy is out there. You know, I will be coming live here soon. You know, I wanna go live with you soon. So hey, you know, we can talk more football. You need to see my face. That's why I need to see yours.
Right.
Brookhaven's in the house.
Oh,
Don't hate on Brookhaven, because I know you think that y'all a little bit better than we are, but no, we will still stomp on y'all.
No, when Natchez played Natchez played Brookhaven, I said, man, that's a dub already, man. My track team, my basketball, man, my football. Come on.
And then you woke up.
No. The only thing that was good down there in Brookhaven was the ladies. You know.
No, and the catfish.
And the catfish.
You better stay out my backyard.
Yeah, man. I said, man, them Brookhaven cheerleaders was bad, baby. I said, yeah, man.
You know about that switch from the tree, don't you? All right, so be careful now. I pick them leaves off of you.
You know, Brookhaven, y'all need to worry about Macomb, though, you know.
Y'all need to worry about South Natchez. Yeah.
Well, no, we merged now. There's no north, south Natchez anymore, baby. It's all one Natchez now. But I appreciate you, man. Appreciate you.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, man. Love you, man. I'll holler.
Love you, man. Shout out to him, man. We'll go talk about Brookhaven, Mississippi. Boy, we used to run through Brookhaven. Shout out to Brookhaven, though, Brookhaven. A lot of people don't know that. They be like, what are y'all talking about? Population. Like, I know Natchez population is like 25,000. Brookhaven population is about like 11,000. maybe 15,000 in a possible 16. Maybe. But it is what it is. Cowboy Nation. He was the last caller, actually, to call in. So we're going to end it with him. I appreciate everybody for tuning in and being part of this quick post. Well, not quick, but it's still a good post game talk show. And I really appreciate you guys so much. Micah can do that. Shout out to TJ Lombardi. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. City Under the Hill, yo. They shot Life, the movie Life, in my hometown, Natchez, so we famous for something, right? But it is what it is, Cowboy Nation. I hope all is well with everybody, and we're gonna roll up out of here. We got to get back. I got to be back over here with the kiddos in a few, and it's dad time for real, And as we depart, Cowboy Nation, keep your eyes open and ears. Keep them to the ground for some more content around. We're going to make sure we deliver some good stuff for you guys, man. So the Cowboys get a week off, and then it's grind time. But through this week, y'all let me know what day is cut day, by the way. And then we're going to do a 53-man roster show. Maybe I'll do it with my guy Boss. Somebody. We're going to do it with somebody. We're going to do it. As the room departs, what is your angle? Oh, I'm so sorry. Hold on. Y'all hold tight. Let me pause right quick. I left out a super chat. I apologize. I think somebody super chat. Let me slow that down. I'll yank the cord. And my guy Gallup says the receivers were getting open last game, but the quarterback, where it went to? You saw it disappear? Okay. Well, it disappeared on me. Oh, man. The Illuminati done took that one away from me, man. But let me see if I can read it in my backlog. Anthony Gallup says the receivers were getting open last game, but the quarterback couldn't put the ball on them. I feel you, man. Well, I think our QB2 will be Will Grier, right? And then Coach Marv, and then, of course, Will Grier, he had his hiccups too. And then Coach Marv says, yes, I'm worried, Law. What you worried about, Coach Marv? I ain't checked your, what you worried about, man? Don't worry about a thing, because every little thing gonna be all right. You know how it goes, baby. Newport News, VA. Appreciate y'all, man. Let me know where y'all from, too. If we got anybody from Mississippi in the house, let me know, too. Let me know. Shout out to you, Stephen Wright. All right. This Cowboys team heading into the 2022 season, the area of the unknown, the land of mystery.
Simply because you don't have evidence that something does exist does not mean that you have evidence that something doesn't exist. Well, what I'm saying is that there are known knowns and that there are known unknowns, but there's also unknown unknowns. Things we don't know that we don't know.
It's things that we don't know. And that's right, Dr. Jack, $4.99 for your mind. But one thing I can tell you for sure, if you're hungry, you will make sure you eat something. And the Cowboys defense looked like they were hungry. Let me give a shout out to those who were able to pick the ball off. Turnovers. I know that people say styles make fights, but let me get my list out here. Marquise Bell. Let's give him a round of applause. Let's give him a round of applause. Where my applause at? Because they hungry. Nashawn Wright. Israel Mukumo. Wanye Thomas. All of those boys stood tall. Sam Williams with the sack. Those were our second and third team guys. And if you don't think that the first team defense is not looking at that saying, look at my young pups. Look how hungry they are. When we say we got dogs on this team, we got some dogs on this team. Oh, you think that we don't sit back and just sit there and say, hey, our dogs don't bite? No. We got some soldiers here. Write this down. Write this down all the way, Cowboy Nation and everyone that's listening. If you can keep your head when all about you are losing theirs and blaming it on you, if you can trust yourself when all men doubt you, but make allowance for their doubting too, if you can wait and not be tired by waiting or lied about, don't deal in lies or hate it and yet give way to hating, and yet don't look too good nor talk too wise. If you can think and not make thoughts your aim, if you can meet with triumph and disaster and treat those two imposters just the same, if you can bear to hear the truth you've spoken, twisted by knaves to make a trap for fools, or watch the things you gave your whole life for, broken and stooped, and build back up again with worn out tools. Huh? And never breathe one word of your loss. That's important, Cowboy Nation. Never breathe one word. If you can walk with kings, presidents, and never lose the calming touch, meaning that if you can be put in any type of environment and you act the same, not brand new, that's one thing that I can tell you guys when I was at the game yesterday in the VIP. Shout out to Cowboys Experience, Barry, and the whole crew. Shout out to my guy Skywalker. He was out there too. I treated everyone the exact same. People coming left and right said, Law, how you doing? If neither friends, foes can harm you, if you can fill the unforgiving minute with 60 seconds worth of distant run, then you, my friend, have unlocked the true meaning of what it takes to be a man. You dead. That's been my time, Cowboy Nation. I really appreciate you guys so much for tuning in to this show. I hope you guys write that down. If one thing a man should always do, mainly to himself, be true. Never allow someone to change your point of view unless what they bring makes sense to you. Never judge a man by sight alone, nor by the height he has grown. And when speaking, keep it at a moderate tone, because raised voices turns hearts into stone. You see, in the beginning, it was brother, I'll roll with brother. How about them Cowboys? Even Eagles fans over here loving what we dishing out, right? The morals of life, live, love, and respect for another. Then there are those who would try to be smart. They would take a decent man to alter his heart, to seek to rip him apart. Those man, no man should call a friend, because they bend lies around the truth until it meets their end. Cowboy Nation, stand tall. Let's get it. The time is now. Turn me up, baby. It's now, baby. Let's get it. Subscribe or shame. I see you, Stephen White. Let's go. DC for life, not for short. No.
When you pray for rain, you gotta deal with the mud too.
No doubt, no doubt, no doubt. Let's get on up out of here, baby. Let's get it. Roll those credits. I forgot to talk into more details about Dayron Bland. We'll do it on the next time. Let's go. Come on. That Dayron can hit, can't he? Yeah. Come on. Hey.
Hit the door and the dome and just whole team here might need some. Still young, but I move like a new deal to my lawyer. If you're down in my management, I'm just warming up a way till I producer saw the numbers one. Different colors in my baggy light. Chalk it up, talk of the town when I'm talking up. Wanna get you a ring and you tough enough. Wanna get you new things in your pockets, though. Run it up. I used to be quiet and out of luck. Now I move up and move humble cause the hate and the jealousy. My mama telling me,
Jay Versus said, do Eagles fans even have a favorite YouTuber? An Eagles YouTuber? Nah. Their favorite YouTuber is Law, man. Come on, they know it. Come on, man. They don't got nobody on Eagles side spitting this fire. Come on. Come on. So,
I got paid to
same
play
for the
today.
Giants
I get paid to stay away.
and the
I get
Washington
paid
team.
on rainy days.
Shout out to them.
I might make it rain
Ain't got no
today.
law over
I
there,
got
though.
paid off
Come
pain
on.
today.
Let's put some
Don't
fire
it
on
take
this
the
thing,
pain
baby.
away? In my own lane, finger roll.
Law.
I would never sell my only soul.
Never.
Heard your whole team was for sale.
Come on.
Heard it's on the market for the low.
Shout out to
Who the
Lamont,
realest, we might never know.
Coach
All
Marv,
this acting, you go play a
Gallup,
role. Give you the world when they sign you up. Try you out and then they line
Jack.
you up. Ooh.
Carter, appreciate you. Young Tay Wilson, thank y'all so much.
But you was fool.
Get some
Boy,
fire.
get out the
Keep that
way, it's
fire
been a
rolling,
day, now
baby.
you're old news. Now you got the pen and pad, you're trying to take my moves. Nowadays, nothing really excites me. Only one of me and nobody's like me. Phone ringing and I tell him it's ice. I got wifey on bling and she freeze. Photo, please, no photos.
In the heat of battle,
No,
in the heat of
please, no
controversy.
photos.
Yeah.
Nowadays, nothing really excites me. Only one of me and nobody's like me. Phone ringing and I tell him it's ice. I got wifey on bling and she freeze. Photo, please, no photos.
Come on.
Jeez, no, please, no photos.
The answer, I thought we had it, but it goes to show you who's the better team, and I'm sticking Cowboys.
You're crying.
I'm hurt. I love my Eagles. I don't believe it.
You gonna flap the hat one more time for the Eagles with a hard fight they did?
Let's go Birds, fly, Eagles fly. Still Super Bowl chance for now.
Hey, man. Hey, still Super Bowl champs for that fly. You can fly. She said, you crying. Hey, man. Like I say, man, one love to everybody, man. I appreciate y'all, man. If I offended anyone, man, I apologize.
You liar!
well, I'm sorry.
You liar!
Let's get on up out of here, man. Stop calling me a liar, man. Smart time. Where y'all at?
What is your profession?
Hey, Monty. Come on, baby. We about. Where my panic man at? Put him on the screen. Hey. Again. Yeah.
Again.
Come on.
Another one.
Emotional damage.
That's my jam here, baby. Turn it up.
He's beginning to.
Player two. I'll follow. Come on.
Wherever you go, whatever you do,
I imagine that right now you're feeling a bit like Alice. Tumbling down the rabbit hole.
Yeah.
7 more and another one.
And another one.
And another one. I think you was the one to love.
Marcus Clark, why don't you do me a huge favor? Why don't you lean forward right there? Don't tell your mama.
Don't let the street lights hit you.
Don't tell Law to stop saying turn me up. now you lean forward. I slapped Marcus so hard, this is what he was saying.
Can I be your player too? I'll follow wherever you go.
Come on.
Whatever you do, play it too.
Let's get it, baby.
If a paper crane can fly, then forever doesn't feel that far. So far, so far. If a paper crane can fly, then forever doesn't feel that Sparta! So far, are you not entertained? So far, are you not entertained? If a baby grain can fly, fly on, fly on, fly on, fly on, fly on.
Remember, you're listening to nothing but the best. We about.
Finish him.
Stop the cap.
Nope.